Another odd turn of events here at the Renegade Wrestling Alliance. Known to be somewhat of a renegade himself, Damian Black makes the post-match save for his tag team partner, Tad White, who is seemingly going to get attacked by Crimson Alchemia and the Terror Tom Billington. Folks, Damian Black was my original client when I started my tenure of management. People saw the worst in him, and sure, he was somewhat of a public relations nightmare, definitely a hothead to say the least. Over these past few months, there's been more of a sense of determination in proper competition from Damian Black. Maybe the fact that things are really on par for him and stable for him outside the ring is affecting the same person and the same athlete that he is. Yours truly still wishes Damian Black the best of luck and fortune at his time here at the Renegade Wrestling Alliance. It's also going to be interesting and maybe even downright comical to see the relationship develop of Tad White and Damian Black. Folks, at this point, I am going to kick it back over to Rob Massey, who is currently backstage with our Deputy Director of Competition, Liz Bevan, and also the student body.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, the former RWA Tag Team Champions, the student body. Gentlemen, a rough week last week.
No, I think you'll find that we have found a loophole to this system that you call professional wrestling. As you see,
it has been brought to my attention that due to three maintenance errors, the championship match between the student body and the Hollywood Bombs is null and void.
thank you. As I was saying, before you rudely said that we were the former tag team champions, I did a little bit of research last week so that all the parasites, that includes you, Hollywood Balls, would see the error of your ways. Now, as it turns out, I did some research after the show last week, and the ring ropes were tightened to only 14.98 pounds per square inch. Now, as it says in the rules of professional wrestling, a sanctioned match must be defined as a ring with at least 1,500 pounds per square inch. Therefore, the ring was unsafe and unfit for any physical activity whatsoever. Therefore, no sanctioned match occurred, and therefore, we never lost.
That is quite a loophole that you found to get your belts back.
Thank you. It helps me do that little bit of extra research in between math, homework, and social studies.
Ah, not only athletic, but definitely intelligent.
That's the point.
Gotcha. Figured that out.
Good. Took you long enough.
Some of you might have been surprised, but I've been around long enough to know that that is clearly just another way on how the student body operates. The Jack Connor, after some research, found that the ring ropes at the chop shop were not at the proper amount of pressure per square inch. What kind of research was done? How did he come upon this data? And frankly, is he just trying to pull a fast one on us? I would not be surprised. I would recommend that our two ladies in charge delve into this a little bit deeper. Now folks, at the RWA Chop Shop, the boys are standing by and are getting ready to call our main event. So without any further ado, I'm kicking it off to the boys at the desk, Mike and Clemson. Fire away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event, and it is for the RWA Triple Crown Championship.
Quite the golden opportunity for one J.P. Hansen, the Top Gun. Been quite a while since we've seen the Top Gun persona here in the RWA. Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by RWA #1 announcer Funaki. #1 ring announcer. Anyway, that was kind of cool, huh?
Oh, I get the joke.
You get it now? Wow, I just gave it
Oh, glad.
There's a lot riding on this match besides the Triple Crown Championship itself. A spot at Dynasty in the main event. to face Jason Devine. You all know Devine and Hansen have had their battles.
Allow myself to introduce myself. I'm the Top Gun, JP Hansen. You think you're tough?
We actually have some pre-recorded comments from Mr. Hansen. Let's take it to that right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, the Top Gun, J.P. Hansen. And now, Mr. Hansen, if you will indulge me for a second, I have a short list here. Over the last couple of months in RWA, we've known you under multiple names, multiple characters. Tonight it would be the Top Gun. A couple of weeks ago, it was Jimmy Hustle. For a while, we saw Jimmy Gaga, and when I was first brought into RWA, I was introduced to the Shooter, rather unceremoniously, I should add. Is there any reason why for all of the character changes and all of the different names and personas?
Well, Rob Massey, let me take this opportunity to indulge you about your question. You see, a lot of people in the wrestling industry want to take an opportunity to develop a character. They want to develop one character. They want to stick with that character and develop their name around the industry. Myself, I have developed multiple characters. I am the ultimate entertainer. The ultimate entertainer. Just in case you didn't hear me the first time I said it. I know the mustache gets in the way and the pork chops and the whole thing that you got going on here. It looks absolutely awful. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be a handsome man like J.P. Hansen. Handsome. Do you see this? This is handsome. Look at my hair. What is that? You look like Dennis the Menace. That's what you look like. You look like Dennis the Menace with a mustache. And look at that thing on your face. It looks like a damn rat's nest. A damn rat's nest, I said. You should be ashamed of yourself. The only thing that you have going on right now is this wonderful bow tie. Bob Backlund called, he wants his gimmick back. Obviously you didn't know about that. But let me indulge you a little bit further. A little bit further. The Top Gun. J.P. Hansen. Jimmy Gaga. Jimmy Hustle. They're all J.P. Hansen. There was a long time, Rob Massey, where I wasn't acknowledging the rest of my characters. I wasn't acknowledging them. They didn't exist in my mind. But let's face facts. The viewing public of RWA is not stupid. You're not stupid. Sort of. I'm not stupid. I'm certainly not stupid. The student body's not stupid. They're very intelligent. Obviously, Mason Marks isn't because they come from Cambridge, Massachusetts. I didn't even know that place existed. What is Cambridge, Massachusetts? I thought it was Cambridge.
It is Cambridge.
Thank you very much. Well, maybe you would be a little bit intelligent. Hashtag Berry for Mason Marks, my friend. Hashtag Berry. Now let me explain something to you. Tonight is my night. Tonight is J.P. Hansen's night. The Top Gun, J.P. Hansen. Tonight is my night. You want to know why?
Why is that?
I'm wrestling Mike Montero for the RWA Triple Crown Championship.
Tonight's main event.
That's what I heard. I heard I was in the main event. And you know what? It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because there's been a long stretch where J.P. Hansen hasn't even been in contention for a singles title.
It has been a long time.
Not the Shooter. Not Jimmy Gaga. Not nobody. I'm not in contention for it because no one cares. No one cares about me. But I care about myself. I care about the J.P. Hansen product. And tonight, Mike Montero is going to prove why he isn't worth his weight in gold. Because the Top Gun is going to be relieving him of such gold. Do you feel me? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly where you're
Understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yes, sir.
Can you read lips?
Yes, sir.
Good.
We're back, and you see Mike Montero standing on top of the world as he has for over the last 6 months. And those comments from J.P. Hansen shedding some light onto the reasoning behind the character switching.
From Miramar, California, weighing 183 pounds, accompanied by the lovely princess, the Top Gun, J.P. Hansen.
Sporting an Mike Montero shirt just for good measure to kind of get his shot in at him.
City of brotherly love, weighing at 154 pounds, he is your current RWA Triple Crown champion.
Well, being our senior referee takes its toll on Steve Mosher, and he's been given the night off, actually. And J.P. Hansen, fuck me! And J.P. Hansen making sweet, sweet love to the Mike Montero t-shirt. There you see, that's what it's all about. You know, going back several months ago, these two were actually tag team partners. Indeed. And Hansen said, I'll watch your back, but I want a shot when it's all said and done. And, you know, Montero agreed, true to his word. See a beautiful drop kick by Montero, chasing Hansen out of the ring.
Hansen regrouping on the outside. Frees up to 6.
Having a hold of the arm and really wrenching it.
Putting him back in there a little bit. Hansen rolls through. There's a kick. And a winger of his own.
Well, we made reference before about Amanda Fox and her G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip, so to speak. But Hansen, if you ever shake the guy's hand, he's a firm grip himself, and when he's wrenching that arm, best believe it's doing a lot of damage right there. And then he added that kick in there just for added emphasis.
Trying to break free.
It's really, it's no bueno, as Chris Dozer would say.
Hansen with a key lock.
Hammerlock, and he's just inches from the ropes there.
He'll bring it back. There's a reverse. Shoulder clutch of some sort. Backs him into the corner. Referee trying to break it up.
Oh, he tagged him right in the face. Did you see that? Yikes. That'll back somebody up in a hurry. And again, dropping Montero. Montero trying to fight back. Hansen stopping him dead in his tracks.
Choking him on the rope. That's not sportsmanship like.
Crowd chanting, let's go Mikey. Big whole body slam coming up. Ow! And the face of Mike Montero tells it all. Despite some questionable actions as of recent weeks, Mike Montero still very much a fan favorite here in the RWA. But there has been talk that maybe the pressure of being the Triple Crown champion has gotten to him. And again, another right hand to the face.
Hansen choking Montero in the corner.
Surely Montero's being tested right here. See, he took a shot at the knee to try to back Hansen up, but perhaps just a little out of reach right there.
Another piece of the biscuit. The big knee to the back.
So the thing about Hansen, he will work your entire body, taking you apart piece by piece until there's almost nothing left.
big sidewalk backbreaker.
Look at this, breaking out the classic stump puller. Yowzers. And he's gonna have to break it right here. It's lucky for Mike Montero.
Montero tried to fight back.
There's only so much you can do when so much pain has been dealt out and so much. Oh my god, look at this. Another form of a backbreaker. Passing them out like Halloween candy.
Not candy.
Now, you know that's not good for your cavities.
You can become my mother club.
Hansen's going to have to watch himself here because I sense he may be getting a little too overconfident. He is doing a nice piece of damage to Mike Montero, but he can't really slow down the attack. If you give Montero an inch, he'll take a mile, and you can't count him out ever. So he really has to...
Sorry, Clem. I had to get that out of there. Look at backdrop. Suplex.
He's stalking now, Montero. Handful of hair now, just as Montero starts to fire back. I told you, don't count him out, not for a second.
Kitchen sink.
That'll stop you dead in your tracks every time.
That's a step ahead of Montero. He may have his card tonight.
You refer to having his card, make no doubt about it.
Trademark spine buster.
Mike Montero always with an ace up his sleeve.
Aha.
See what I did there?
I did.
Stick with me, kid, you'll be okay. And the chop looked to have just angered Hansen right here.
Lion. One hell of a leg lock on Montero.
Half crab, and he's got all the weight applied to the lower back. Considering the amount of damage that's been done to the back via those back breaks, it's very difficult, but Montero just doesn't quit, man, I tell you. A lot of people frown on a light heavyweight being the Triple Crown champion of this company, but there is nobody, I repeat, nobody who works harder and has more heart and puts more into their matches than Mike Montero.
That is true, Clem.
Again with a backbreaker, and jeez, that may be it. Can only imagine what kind of damage that may have done to the ribs and the lower back. You saw how he landed sideways.
That was no bueno.
Studio audience here, many of the fellow colleagues on the roster sit ringside for our studio tapings. And they are trying to get behind the ace, Mike Montero. fighting it and escapes right there. Oh, and
Hansen cuts him back down to size.
oh, now shades of the Iron Sheik. I don't know if you follow the Iron Sheik on Twitter, but he is good for a very comical view on things, and he is not a fan of Chris Brown. Not whatsoever.
What's Twitter, Clem?
I'll tell you when you're old enough. Series of forearms off the ropes goes Hansen. Big time clothesline. And again. Big time forearm diving at Hansen. Going to make the cover here.
That's a 2 count.
Only a 2, yes indeed.
So off into the corner. Montero up to the top.
Big time cross body off the top. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
This week's Holy Moment is brought to you by Ticker Sports Grill, the official sports bar and grill of the RWA.
Oh my goodness. Mulligan run, I don't know what's done, but why? He just looks like he's in right now.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you believe that? Yikes. Amazing. JT Dunn outdoing himself. Oh, and speaking of outdoing yourself, there's an Insaguri. Oh, man, I thought he had him. I thought he knocked Hansen loopy. Loopier than he already is.
We're going to be a little loopy to rock those gold tights. Montero to his feet.
Poised and ready. Oh, he caught him. And Hansen's got the sharper image. That's Montero's move right there.
Oh man, he's got that locked in and wrenched hard, Clem.
And like I said earlier, considering the amount of punishment that the body has already taken, oh, it's remarkable he was even able to get to the ropes on that occasion, and he needed to in a big, big way, that's for sure. Quick reaction time by Mike Montero, able to escape before he was in that too long. He could have kissed his title goodbye. Brainbuster coming up. Ducks the kick. Oh, not the second time.
Very nice. Mike's going to make the cover.
Oh, just a hair away. Montero may be feeling like he's closing in on a victory here. Visions of championship gold may be fading from Hansen's view. Pulled out onto the apron here. This could be trouble. I have no idea what he has in mind here. Oh, Hansen with a power slam.
Jesus.
So the small of the back just fall to the apron right there. Right to the ground. Oh, hey, who's that? Right, that's Jason Devine coming to take a closer look. Says he's just watching. I don't know about that. Referee's up to 8. Montero locked eyes with him. I think he could have he could have slid in the ring right there.
I smell something fishy.
I suppose that may be Devine returning the favor from a few weeks ago when Montero kind of slid in and made the count while the referee was down. Hansen picks up the victory, but Montero keeps the title on a count out.
I'm pretty sure JP Hansen did not want to win that match like that.
I am certain of it. I guess this wraps it up for RWA Hype here at the Chop Shop. Hansen signaling that he wants the title, but not on a count out, and he knows that. Perhaps another day down the line, but down the line we also could be looking at Montero and Devine at Dynasty coming this spring. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Clem Cadiddlehopper. He is Flip Flop Adams. Until next week, we'll see you again here on RWA Hype.
Hey, you RWA women! Look at what JP Hansen just did! I want that title!